What's up, my BBs? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little New Year's glam makeup tutorial. It's mid-December, New Year's is coming up. If you need a look for your New Year's party, or even if you just want to be in your room alone watching movies and you want to look glam, this is the look for you. You can do this with a variety of colors. I'm going to be using like pinkish purplish, but let's go and I'll just like talk about the year, which hasn't been a great one. Maybe talk about my goals. I'm kind of winging this video a little bit, but it's something that I've wanted to do. It's an idea that's been in my head, and I also thought I'd just do makeup for it too, because y'all know I love my makeup. So I actually started filming this video and didn't like the way it was going, so I'm kind of like restarting it, but I already put Fenty Beauty foundation on, and now I'm just continuing. So I do have some acne right now because like I don't have perfect skin. So I'm putting some LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition, God, these names are so long, just over some of the acne that I do have. Because we always get acne when we don't want to. Isn't that so? Yeah, you'll know this year has been just like a crazy year, and I don't really want this video to be like a negative video about like the stuff that's gone on. But this year, I've learned, I'm trying not to make this cliche, like a lot about like my true friends and who was there for me throughout my worst times. And I have a very small circle of friends, but I also have the best circle of friends I could ask for. This is BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. Like, I appreciate my friends more than they even know. Shout out Smoking Days and Lexi for just being some of the best friends I could ever ask for. They've just been there with me every step of the way, and they're always there to like make me laugh when I feel like I can't smile. So the importance of friendship is definitely something that I learned this year. I mean, I've always known the importance of friendship, but just what it means to have true friends. I've had good friends, but I really think like I found true friends this year. Cute Alexa, play True Friend by Hannah Montana. So I definitely have a lot of goals next year, and I'm not necessarily talking about resolutions. Actually, I'm using Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder, just like a regular dirty beauty blender type thing. So I definitely have a lot of goals because a lot of things in my life have changed, and so these would not have been the goals that I would have thought I had a year ago. Actually, I was thinking, this video might go off on a tangent, but a year ago, I was thinking about like where I was a year ago, and like you might think by like the way that I've been talking about like the way this year went that I was really miserable a year ago, but I was so happy a year ago, and like it's really sad because like I was not sober, but like that wasn't a thing a year ago. I wasn't like thinking that me smoking was me being like not sober, because I didn't think I had a problem a year ago. And honestly, like I don't know if I did a year ago. It was more like the beginning of this year that I started really smoking for my problems. And now I keep forgetting to say what I'm using. I'm using Kat Von D Lock-It powder on top. I'm not good at talking while I do my makeup. But yeah, I definitely want to, one thing I really want to do in 2020 is expand my YouTube, keep doing it, keep posting with my schedule, keep growing, because when I lost my channel last year, I did not think I could get up to where I was. I was at 2,000 subscribers, and when I lost it, I'm like, this is it. Like, I thought that I could grow, and now, like, I don't know if I can again. This is the Balm Mary Doomanizer Liquid Highlighter. And so now I'm back at a little over 1,000 now, and so it's finally like starting to feel like I can get back to where I was. And so that's definitely a big motivator. And like it's definitely been hard after changing my content, because I have lost a lot of followers, and so that does definitely decrease my motivation. And I'm not trying to define myself over how many followers I have, but when I thought that like 19,500 people were following me because they loved my content, and then I kind of find out that a couple thousand of those people, more than a couple thousand, were just following me because I smoke weed and they don't like me anymore. Like it hurts. Now I just got this in my Ipsy bag. I'm gonna be using this Morphe. It's a highlight contour palette illuminator and contouring. That that's what it looks like. I've definitely gotten my feelings hurt a lot, and I've had to like man up a little bit and realize like these people on the internet just are gonna judge me no matter what. Like, I always try and give disclaimers to like everything I say, and I need to learn to not do that. Just give my opinion and go with it. But I appreciate so much the people who like continue to support me, even though like I've changed my content, and so it really does feel like they're following me for me, and that's just a really good feeling. Look at that glow. I love that liquid highlighter. It really like makes me glow. Of course, contouring the nose, even though I'm definitely not doing it right. But I really want a non-surgical nose job, which is basically like when they inject to like fix the bumps. If you know me, you know I hate my nose. That's why I hate side profiles. I get so self-conscious about it. And I've been called out on it on Instagram before. Someone has literally tagged a plastic surgeon who specializes in nose jobs on one of my pictures. Like, thanks. This is Kylie Cosmetics blush in We're Going Shopping. That's the shade. I like that. But yeah, so a non-surgical nose job is cheaper. It's not permanent, but it's something that I'd like to try, but it's also hella expensive. So I'd need to save up for a while for that. But it's something I'm definitely interested in. So that's something maybe I'd like to do in 2020. Again, these are not like my resolutions. It's kind of just like my goals. Now we begin the eyes, and that, so I'm starting with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's my favorite primer. I love it. I'm hoping to travel more also. Like, usually traveling in the past has given me anxiety, but I really want to see more parts of the country. The world I'll get to. That might make me a little too anxious to leave the country, but I definitely want to see. I've never been to New York. I want to go visit Lexi. That's just San Francisco, or the Bay at least, which I've been to before, but I still want to go to just different places and travel and just not stay at home so much, because now I will be starting online school in the spring, and so I'll definitely have a lot of freedom while still being able to go to school, so I'm really excited to just be able to still focus on getting my degree, but also kind of live a very open life. And I don't know if you can tell, I am getting over a cold, so that is why I sound like this. Alright, so I am going to be using my Pride and Joy in Life, which is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 2 palette. It's my favorite. First, we gotta tape up the eye area a little bit. Cool. So I'm starting with the shade D3. It's just a bright pink, and I'm using this brush from Ruby May. I got it in a Lashy Box subscription box, and I'm just putting that in the outside corner. Just getting that pretty pigmented in there. Oh, 2019. Like, so many things have happened this year. Not only like my sobriety, but like I turned 21, and that was pretty big. My friend group has just changed a lot. It's gotten a lot smaller. Now I'm using this Morphe blending brush just to blend it out a little bit. I honestly just like dip it a little bit in the same color, and that helps it blend it out without taking away too much of the color. I'm so happy like I found a passion in makeup, because I really have never had hobbies, especially while I was smoking. Like, my hobby was smoking. My hobby was being high and doing nothing. And like, that's definitely not how it is for all people who smoke, but like for me, my dad would be like, why don't you join a club? Like, what do you like to do? And it's like, I like to get high. One thing that's definitely been hard about sharing my experience and stuff online is the people who just don't believe that you can have a problem with weed. And it's like, I know that you can. Like, I go to Marijuana Anonymous meetings, and like the fact that those exist, and like it's a whole fellowship, like people have a problem. Like, it's like not everyone, but like it's not just me. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely makes me feel a lot less alone. Oh, and now you're putting the color, I'm like just doing this and talking into the inside corner. I'm doing like a different type of eyeshadow look than I normally do, and I like fell in love with it as of today. But, so yeah, just put it there, leaving a little space in the center. So yeah, a lot of people I remember a while ago, someone said I'm an insult to the cannabis community. Like, LOL. And a lot of people think that, like, I'm, like, hating on weed, and it's scary, because, like, to think about the things I would do or give up to be able to smoke again, to be able to smoke without having a problem and, like, live a successful life, and to be able to not get sick from it, like, the things I would do for that. Anyway, so now I'm just gonna wipe off this brush, same brush a little bit, and I'm using C5, which is kind of a maroon, and it's just to give it a bit of a darker tone. Yeah, and then I have the people in my DMs who are like, well, yeah, you might have a problem with it, but it's not as bad as... Oh, and then I dip this brush back in D3 to blend it out. It's not as bad as a heroin addiction, and, like, that may be true physically. Like, not may, like, physically, yeah. But also, I've said this before, like, I've never experienced withdrawals from that or dealing with that. So, like, for me, this is the worst of the worst. I've never done any drugs besides weed. And so my experience with it was hard for me. And, like, if you don't think it's hard, then that's fine. I know it was hard for me. Again, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent. I'm trying to keep this video, like, more positive. But this video was so jumbled. I am so sorry. I'm going to try and make it better. But I'm just trying to... I'm not used to, like, doing my makeup and telling a story. So pretty. Talking about myself. And now I'm just going to dip this in, like, the tiniest bit of E5, which is a black, just to darken it up a tad. Like, literally one little dip is enough for both sides. Because I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want to just, I don't know the word. I'm not a beauty guru. And then to blend it, I again dip the brush in D3 just to yeah. That's my explanation, just to yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start 2020 with a fucking bang. I want to just, like, make it a good year, which, again, I know we say every year, but I really do want to start fresh. I want to stop caring about some of the things that I've been caring about. Because, like I said, like, I have been focusing a lot on the amount of followers I'm losing, but I want to just, like, delve into YouTube and, like, really put my focus on that and focus on just putting out different content and not caring about the people who, the haters. Now I am using this Morphe little brush, and I'm dipping this into E2, which is like a rose gold glitter, and I am just putting that in the space in between. Another thing that's kind of weird this year, I don't even know if anyone's gonna make it to this part of the video, so I'm just gonna talk about it. But there's a thing, so as you might know, there are 12 steps in recovery. But there's a kind of a slang, I guess, called the 13th step, which is, like, you're not supposed to be in a relationship for your first year of sobriety. I haven't been in a relationship, but, like, I've hooked up with someone. So if someone tries to 13th step you, that's when someone with over a year of recovery tries to get with someone with under a year of recovery. And that has happened to me twice. So there was one meeting I was at, and I was talking to people afterwards, and this guy was like, who I was talking to, who I, like, asked him how many days he had, and he had, like, over 700, so he had, like, over 2 years. Or maybe a little under 2 years. I was trying to do math in my head. And he was like, well, you're really beautiful, so I have to ask for your number. And he was like, so, like, I gave him my number, and we were, like, talking a little bit, and he, like, asked me to do stuff with him, whatever, and it's like, he should know better not to, like, do that, I guess, because the reason you're not supposed to date in your first year is so you can focus on your sobriety, so you don't have any distractions. Like, at least for me, one of the things that, like, got me to start smoking a lot was when I would get dumped, or when I would end a relationship with someone, and so I definitely am being careful what I do with my heart. Now I'm using Stila Kitten Karma liquid eyeshadow, and I'm putting that on the rose gold part. It might be smart to do this before you do the pressed powder shade, but I don't know, I like doing it after. And then I blend that in with the same brush as before. So yeah, 13th stepping is kind of something that bothers me. Like, don't try and mess with my recovery, please. And like, I have set boundaries with the people because that's definitely a really important part. People don't always listen. Now I'm just kind of blending it with that same D3 shade just to... and now this is something not like required. Obviously none of this is required, but I have this. I think I got it from Amazon or Target. I don't know. There's like no brand on it, but it's just a bunch of glitters. I got this for when I went to Hard Summer a few years ago. So the top is just like this white transparent glitter. And so I just put a little bit of this on the inside. Come on. Area to give it an extra oomph. But I have to be very careful because it does like, it's loose glitter. Perfect. So that's 13th stepping. Wow, I love this. This is like such a good glam. I'm so excited. I'm using a Morphe M431 brush in the shade C1. It's like a little gold color in the inside corner and then in my brow bone. I'm gonna take the tape off now. Ugh. I'm gonna add more of the D3, C5, and then a little bit of E5 under my eyes, which are the same colors I used here, just to smoke out the bottom lash. Boys suck. That is a fact. Alright, and that is it for this palette, actually. I'm putting that away for now. And I am adding Urban Decay Perversion Glide On Eye Pencil. Actually, I don't know why I closed this. I need the mirror from it. And I'm putting this on my upper and lower waterline. This glides on so smooth. Literally, it's called the Glide On Eye Pencil, and it is great. Without, with. Alright, and now I curl my lashes and put a little bit of mascara on before putting my false lashes on. For the mascara, I'm using Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which is my favorite mascara. A lot of the things that I'm using today I got in my Black Friday haul. I'll link that below, or maybe I'll put like a little thing right here. Lily lashes. These are in, Delara. They're so beautiful. Oh, look at her. What a beauty. And then I use Duo Lash Glue. Let's see if I can do this on camera. I am in love. This is the first time I've worn my Lily's lashes, and I am so in love. So now I'm just putting a little bit more Perversion mascara on top to combine them with my regular lashes, and then I'll put a little coat on the bottom. And that is it for my eye makeup. The final step will be lips. So I'm going to start by lining them with this Bite 038 lip pencil. Now I'm going to be using Morphe True Story Liquid Matte Lipstick. Ow, I have a cramp in my foot. And that is the finished look. I'm actually so happy with this. It is such a cute little glam look for New Year's, for anything, for just staying in your room all day. It's a cute look, in my opinion. Love these Lily lashes. Love this palette. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Wow, that was a loud clap. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Go subscribe if you haven't. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'll see you guys next time.